As a distinguished Toastmaster, she joined the club a few months before I did, and so we've had many years together listening to some wonderful speeches. She is a lady who has maybe had contact with alien beings, I'm not quite sure, but she has had some unique experiences doing plays, and she does tarot card reading, she's a magician. She has a connection to things many of us may not. Today she's working out of the basic manual, the second project, organizing her speech. This is a lady who takes the basic manual seriously. This is her 8th time through the basic manual. So we talk about in Toastmasters that you don't do non-manual speeches. This woman is the best example of that. She always can find a way to fit a speech into the basic manual. So today with the presentation, They're Among Us, please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster, Shirley Lorraine.
Toastmasters, friends, aliens, I know you're out there. I grew up in the 50s, and all my life I've heard about UFOs, the possibility of UFOs. It's taken me till now to figure out what that really means. Unintended family occurrences. You see, I know that there are aliens among us, and I can prove it. And I'll bet you know it too. The aliens among us, most of us know, are our children. Right? I knew that you would identify. When they're infants and toddlers, we're feeling robust and wonderful, and we can do anything. And these strange little beings come out of nowhere and do odd things and say crazy things and behave in ways that we don't understand. And yet it's all okay. You'll learn about that someday, Don. Yeah. They're much like cats. Go any which way they want to. And yet they abduct us. They abduct our hearts, don't they? So we are all victims of alien abduction in one way or another. And at some times in our lives, we might be the abductors or the abductees. Our children abduct us early on. Then, when they become preteens and teenagers, a very strange thing happens. Something happens to upset the universe, and aliens come down and overtake them, Don. They do. They do. Teenagers become different beings. You can see it in their appearance, their attention span, their attitudes. You know they've been invaded by aliens. For instance, no longer do they worship you as a parent. Now they think you're a life form that's no higher than, say, mold. You have no brains left at all. You're just swinging out there in the breeze, waiting to do their bidding. Teenagers are a unique life form, there's no question about it. But somewhere along the line, they are released from their alien abduction and they come back to us. Sometimes more quickly than others. I know that you and I have similar experiences, and we don't think that it's related to aliens, but I think it really is. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. You wake up one morning, and you feel as though half of your brain has been removed. You're in a fog. You can't do anything. You can't think. You just can't get it together today. You go through your day. The next day you wake up. Poof, it's all back. Everything's fine. I have a theory. I have a theory. theory that aliens come to me in the middle of the night and remove part of my brain and take it away for scientific research. I only wish I knew what they were researching. Maybe I could help a little bit, who knows? They do give it back occasionally, for most people. Some, they keep their brains a little bit longer. Now, here's another experience that I know that you've all had that proves that aliens are among us. Speaking opportunities. I know you can relate to this. Have you ever experienced the phenomena that you get up, you have all the words in your head, what you're going to say, and then you open your mouth, and all that stuff that was in there somehow flies out your ears before you get it here? Yeah. You know those cartoons where the steam comes out people's ears? That's not really steam, it's actually thoughts. They're going away. Well, I imagine that aliens are in there sucking out all the words so that they can analyze them and figure out what to do with them. Now, I don't mind that aliens take over my body once in a while. It's okay, I understand it. Sometimes when I get up, or even if I'm just sitting around and then I happen to stand up, aliens have removed the muscles in my legs. All of a sudden, they've replaced them with wooden popsicle sticks. Or perhaps they've done something to my muscles so that all my muscles are loose. And eventually, it all becomes okay, and poof, I'm better. You can relate to that, right? You can't? Yeah. I've experienced you when your brain isn't working. They get you too, I'm sorry. And I have another theory as well. And that is with medical afflictions. You know, things like Alzheimer's disease? I don't think it's really a medical disease at all. I think it has to do with aliens coming down and replacing our language capabilities with their own. Just for a short period of time. That's my theory. I was thinking the other day that if only we could get the aliens to do something that would benefit us. For instance, if they want to take something from me, perhaps they could take something that I don't think I really need anymore. Like belly flap, or hammer toes, or hangnails. They can have them. I will be glad to share with the universe. Well, there's my proof, ladies and gentlemen, that aliens are indeed among us. And I believe that somewhere in this room, there are aliens right at this very moment, waiting to pop out and say something weird or do something strange. Could you be the UFO in your family? Or in Sandpipers? I'll bet you could. Mr. Toastman.